lot more passive farming.
And the fact they're running it aggressive as well, Mineski, they want to punish this slot pick.
Basically a repeat of last game. It's definitely something they can do. Are they going to smoke too? No, they're just running a little close to each other. What an interesting TA set. I haven't seen this one before. Observer, let's analyze something really important to this game, this TA set. It looks great. Okay, we can move on. Esports.
There we go. The fashion analyst Purge.
I've actually never seen that set before, that's why.
Oh, I don't know if it looks great actually, Purge.
Yeah, it's.
I'm not sold on
I like
that.
the top down. When you went all up close, it was.
You like the top down? Honestly, Purge.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, it means you're taking the top down, don't you?
I guess it does. Whatever
Purge,
that means.
Come on. What do you mean, whatever that means?
I don't understand that saying.
Top,
I don't know if
you're taking the top down.
Are you talking about like on a convertible or something? Like,
I mean,
like I like to drive.
If you like your female a little androidy. Honestly.
I have no idea what you're doing.
These Americans.
There's the chilling touch. That means if a fight happens, Mineski's going to make out really well. Tusk picks up the rune on the bot, so that means a slight advantage going towards TA on the mid lane. That means faster levels could give him a bit of an edge here against Old Chicken.
Okay, but I mean, this is going to be.
Can we just talk about the most important thing about this mid matchup? Which name is better? Raging Potato or Old Chicken? I honestly don't know. It's pretty close.
I think the question is, Purge, what would you rather eat?
Definitely, well, not Old Chicken. That
You don't
gross.
want Old Chicken. You want the Raging Potato.
I think I really do. I never knew that I would want that, but now I know. Okay.
I mean, does potato beat chicken? I mean, in the matchup terms, Viper TA, it can't be nice here for the potato.
It's usually bad, but it can be won. It all comes down to how often he is able to do Cyblade spill damage. If he gets Old Chicken a lot with that, then you're talking about a good situation. He's already flying out some more regen. It's going to be a south. He's already behind as well because he didn't get that rune, so as long as Raging Potato gets his bottle a reasonable time, and it's here, then he's going to be sitting pretty.
Oh, look at CTY. He's not having a pretty time up here as expected.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
that's the issue with Slark. He's not good in a tri-lane. He's actually really weak in a tri-lane. The HP is really low. If he initiates, he can't escape easily for 20 whole seconds, so he's in a dangerous predicament here. Mineski keeps reading these drafts, man. It's like they're completely reflecting. They're saying, okay, let's look for the punish game, and then they're punishing.
Jesse Vash just positioned himself here on the side.
Oh, great decay on 2.
And the flat cannons to follow up each and every time. CTY still has one tanker left.
Oh,
that's Light Strike Array. It's going to get juked off, and Jesse Vash is moving in here. I mean, incredibly low. If they can, has he got flat cannon again? No, I don't think he has. So, I mean, even though this aggression from Mineski causing a lot of issues on this top lane for EHOME.
Costs a lot of mana out of Jesse Vash, but I don't think they care too much about that. Raging Potato getting microwave.
Oh, this could be your first blood, though. They get the pounce onto Yules, and he's going to go down. First blood there to EHOME. Lanham picks it up, and they might be able to try and find more here. Jesse Vash is looking for Lanham. Can he get Lanham with the one punch? And he does. Rocket Barrage coming out. They might be able to find a second. Shallow Grave is there. They'll lose the Gyrocopter, so it's a 2-for-1 at the moment. Can Jesse Vash do this for the team? He's out of mana, though. He's looking for the punches onto CTY, but CTY just turning and fighting. Can he get it?
Oh! He's got the 10 stick. Okay.
Nah, he's not going to get it, but nonetheless, EHOME with the first blood, and they take the 2-for-1 there. So even though, yeah, early on, it looked like they were struggling with that early aggression, they turn it around and get the kills.
So he did a pounce to start it, right? That's one of the issues.
Straight onto the AA.
If you go on A, A's like, okay, I have 1 armor and 500 HP. That's the enemy. Very easy to kill. And that's one of the other good things about Lina. While they have a weak carry in terms of disable with pounce, if they follow it up with a light strike array and a little bit of damage from range, and you're looking pretty good at that point. So.
And this is nice from Lina as well. She dies, she comes back to a different lane. She goes bottom to join the Tusk to see if they can get a kill onto this Slardar. There is, of course, this Radiant Ward here, so they're going to know that Lanham's about, and Tusk is going to... Sorry, Slardar's going to play it very careful, I'm sure.
Yep, this is just in case that EHOME did an aggressive tri-lane of their own.
Yeah.
And the rotation spotting is really useful here. This is a great ward from Rior, and it'd be pretty easy, I think, for the Lina to get the setup here and very possibly kill him, even though the hero's pretty tanky. It's a hard gank, but this helps their tri-lane a lot because the longer... Oh, they're going in.
Yeah, can they close the gap? They would need a body block, and they're not going to find it. So, Slardar's going to be finding it. Hang on. Yeah, with the decay and the tombstone and the sprint, can they go for this?
Great zombie kill by Lanham here.
Oh, the crush a little bit ambitious. Light Strike Array will miss though from Lanham. Yeah, so...
Yeah, that was a huge mistake of a TP from Jesse Vash here. Basically, they had pressure relief from their tri-lane due to the fact that Ryer knew that the Lina was there and wasn't going to die to it. If he just stayed top, they would have had a tri-lane versus a Slark, and then they can really crush him and possibly kill him, delay his farm, reduce his HP, all that good stuff. Like, their dual lane is still fine here, but TPing there was not going to result in a kill. They needed 2 zombie spawns. That's the only way that you can get a proper slow on somebody.
Viper has got a haste ring here, so Old Chicken's going to go for it here on Raging Potato. He's probably not going to want to dive in. There's a meld anyway. No detection, of course, on this mid lane at the moment. But yeah, we've got to know as well, Cuckoo at the moment, reaching on to level 4, looking to try and take some here from this side pull. Let's try to pull off one. He's getting a good bit of gold here, Cuckoo. Sitting high at the CS as well, so he's on the 19, 20 for 5. Compared to the 12, 13 for 1 of the Slark, so still obvious lead here in terms of farm on this top lane. And he's got phase boots as well done now. Pretty
good to have. And CTY is now being zoned away from the side camp, or the side shop, sorry. So he doesn't even have boots yet. This is getting pretty scary for him. If you're against somebody that has boots advantage over you, not a big deal. Ooh. If he's got phase boots and you got nothing, you're in trouble.
And Cuckoo nicely TP'd out. Really nice. Old 11 came in with the rotation on the Tusk, and they're going to make sure that nothing happens off the back of that Mineski. And he just TP's back to the tower as well, so he can still stick around, but he's just not in that vulnerable spot there by the side shop.
So now Slardar, I guess, that's going to be having an easy lane versus under-leveled support. On the mid lane, Old Chicken at 25 CS, Potato up to 21, so it's pretty equal here.
Hey, he's been dealing well with the Vibe, hasn't he, this tier?
Yeah, he's going out even. He hasn't stacked or anything yet, but he's fine. This is okay. He's not being shut down. He's getting a little bit of farm, getting some levels and stuff. Tuska's actually 5. This could be a little dangerous for TA, but they don't have detection, so if he just melts...
let's see. They've got a sentry. They have got a sentry. Is there going to be any backup? There is, and here's Jesse Bash turning up. Can he keep him alive? No. The light strike comes out. They've already found the TA. Now with the rotation from Lana, they should be able to find Jesse Bash as well. And they do double kill for Old Chicken. Jules now turning up, but there is a light strike available. Lanham, the cold feet will kick in, so he gets held back. Light strike is going to be duped off there by the AA. The shots fly through, and Old 11 needs to be careful getting low. There's just Snowball across, and with the Dragon Slave, they're looking for Jules. The tower's doing a fair bit against these heroes, but they'll be able to control the aggro. And they get a triple kill for Old Chicken in the mid lane.
What a dive.
Yeah, that's not pretty there for that TA that's going to have to turn back up against that Viper that's just been fed an awful lot.
They really did that perfectly. They balanced all of it. The TP reaction from Mineski was a good call, but just didn't quite do enough. Temp Assassin just took a little too much damage there. The other huge mistake that he made was that he meld strike the Viper. By doing that, you trigger corrosive skin, and then all of his sources of refraction are gone. That was by far the biggest mistake he made. I mean, yeah, he was going to poison attack you, and that takes off like 3 sources alone, but there's no reason to end up putting that extra slow from corrosive skin on yourself. So that was a pretty big mistake, and that very likely led to Raging Potato going down there.
Still though, elsewhere on the map, CS for Mineski looking pretty good. It's just, of course, Viper that's going to be pretty scary now after that burst of income that he's just gained after that fight. Old 11 still sticking around with him as well.
With that said though, he's in this period of vulnerability where he doesn't really want to buy any HP regen items. He's going to go for a mech, but he needs a tango right now. He just bought one, he's going to fly it out. So if they set up a gank on him right now, he's just going to die instantly. So they got a little bit of a timing window here, but I think Raging Potato's just going to jungle because he's like, well, I just died.
Oh, Cuckoo needs to be careful on this gyro. Old 11 coming around with a wraparound. I think this gyro...
Oh, I thought he was going to get out.
This gyro is in a lot of trouble. No way he gets out of that. And Slark will be the one to pick up the kill. So really nice rotation there from Old 11, and the pings come out there on the river from the gyro, as there is, of course, just not the division there as he came in from the dire jungler and around on the river wraparound.
That's just one of those ganks that you have to predict. You say, I've been in the offlane for a while, I'm solo. They're eventually going to gank me.
Oh, TA versus Lanham. There's a trap here, and he will go for this TA. Yeah.
Good
One
stick.
more! He gets it.
If he landed that stun, he was going to be most likely okay. Nice kill there from Templar Assassin. Power Treads is the call. And some observer wards as well. Old 11 set up mid. Great observer ward, I like these.
We'll see what TA does, because TA does, of course, have that haste stream bottled up. So they can maybe try and look for some aggression themselves.
I could definitely see a kill on Viper here, especially with the amp damage.
Yes.
Slar's in the area. No Blink Dagger, but he's got just enough for a Crush and an ult.
If they get the amp out, yeah, as you said, this could be go time.
But they need the slow. Maybe need Viper to overextend a little bit. Because it's too hard to close the gap. All these trees are dead. Otherwise, they could get a lot closer. They could move all the way up to where this little clump used to be.
Also worth knowing as well at this point, Mineski, they've moved the Gyro down to the bottom lane, so trying to get him a little bit of an easier time in terms of finding the farm.
There's the approach. No. The scare him back so that the Undyne can come heal.
Okay, that is your Midas now done on CTY Slug. So
right.
9 minutes in, decent enough time.
I like
and
this.
He is prepared for the late game.
I think Midas Slark is pretty good. It increases your attack speed, obviously, and it naturally synergizes with Essence Shift, so rather than just having an item that doesn't do that much for some carries, it's actually pretty good on Slark, and he'll be able to transition in. Rather than playing more of a gank playstyle, he can do a gank and or a farming playstyle. He can basically do either or by having the Midas, so I think it's a good pick considering the kind of game that this is. It could go very long, and that Midas could be an extra item in the late game.
I see this moving as well from EHOME in the Radiant jungle. 3 of them just walking around, seeing if they can find something. Old 11, of course, with the level 6. He's got the Walrus Punch available. And bottom lane, the AA has been left on his own. And Mineski, of course, trying to give this AA some solo XP so he can get that Ice Blast online at a reasonable time.
He's close to it. I don't know if I agree with this skill build. I think this build is slightly outdated, especially with the stuns that his allies are dealing with and the slows, but he may get found as well, we'll see.
They might try going mid. Here's your cooldown. It's going to connect onto old Chicken. Do they want to try and dive? No, the TP reaction's there from EHOME. And that will cause Mineski to just be a little bit hesitant on the aggression that they're looking for.
I'm quite surprised. I really thought they would do more YOLO things so far, but if they win this game, they're in, you know? Like, they make a ridiculous amount of money. They're definitely a team that people thought were just going to be bottom 4 or so. But if they can get winner bracket, man, the prize that they get is so much higher. So, and all they have to do is win this one game. Doesn't matter what else happened in the past, what people's expectations
such a big game for them.
It's so big. Although they do have to play secret if they win. Oh, maybe they should lose. I
don't know. I'd rather fancy mods in a best of 3 against them than a best of 1 against another very top tier team.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Tower goes down. EHOME's pressure has just been a lot better the last couple minutes. They've controlled the Radiant jungle. Oh, they're going to steal the...
Yeah, they're trying to steal the stack and they found the shards here. Now with the snowball, Raging Potato's in a lot of trouble. No way that they keep...
You know, that was a support Laguna. I actually fully support that. I think Lanham's been doing great here. It's been getting a lot of items. I kind of like the phase boots on a support, really. You can think of it like a Blink Dagger in some ways. I think it's an item that is really underutilized by supports that need to close the gap occasionally. I really like it in this case. Yeah, Arcanes are great. They keep your mana up. But damn, dude, he's able to close. He can chase. He's got an Urn as well. He's got a lot of good solutions against TA here.
Well, looking at the slot at the moment, he is closing in on that blink. And they really do need that Mineski. Oh, CTY!
Oh, he is dead.
Oh, you got sniped!
Shaved.
That is such a big kill.
That ward!
He just went from like 50 gold to 700 gold. And I was just thinking, I saw his gloves of haste. I'm like, this is a really optimistic gloves of haste.
Like,
they're losing.
I'm about to get a big cash inflow.
Yeah, he's like, no, it's okay. I'm just going to take
this. Oh my goodness. That was a massive ice blast.
It really was.
That was huge.
He must have been watching him the whole time and be like, this is where he's going to farm next. He's going to feel comfortable doing it. That was a great play from the Ancient Apparition Jules.
Dire's middle tower is
and
under attack.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the wall's just timed out. It must have literally been on the edge of timing out that gave him the vision.
No, I think it's very possible that he saw him in the creep wave.
There was definitely a ward. Definitely a ward. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he could have also predicted, he's going to go to small camp. Very common for a Dire safe lane farmer to go to small camp afterwards, and Slark often after he farms, he will be low HP, so either way, no matter what, great ult from Jules.
CTY is going to be a bit unhappy about that one. Coming back in, he's going to be want to be a little bit more careful when walking around on such low HP. And that's your Blink Dagger now done on Slaughter. So Blink, Crush, followed up with an Ice Blast and Blink on TA as well.
They're actually really ready to fight now. Here comes
this is fight time.
Can you get 2 people? If it's 2 people and they kill one of them, it'd be so big.
The deal was going to be there.
Blink.
Are they going to jump?
I feel like they...
It's hard with the Viper. The Viper has got that mech now.
They definitely lost their opportunity there. I think they were a little scared of all 5 being there. They're definitely playing a little careful. But with that Observer Ward being up, I really feel like they could have just gone. I don't know.
With all
Slark's
the Viper
done,
there.
There's a blink
got a
on
mech.
TA2.
Yeah.
The mech doesn't matter as long as if you go on the mech guy,
You'll
if you
just get the
stun
crush on him.
he's dead.
Yeah,
Because the A ult will hit.
That's true.
And now they smoke, and now they're being the ones that are initiating.
Okay, well,
Jesse's gonna find him.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Jesse's got to be careful. I need some help.
Okay.
The tombstone, there's your ice blast flying straight across all three of them, and there's your crush onto Lanham, amplify as well. This is Shallow Grave, I don't know if it's going to be enough. They've got the snowball flying through, more backup coming in from the side here. Lanham will go down, he's going to be the first to pop. They're moving in for more, they get the crush here onto Kaka, and now Raging Potato follows up. That's 2 down on the side of EHOME. CTY trying to do his best to fight here. Oh, 11 on the retreat, the slow from the trap will catch him, he pops the charges. CTY still trying to fight, but the tombstone zombies as well joining this. They've got the Slardar here as well, ready to blink back in potentially. Is he going to jump forward here? CTY trying to find Potato, but he's got a haste rune.
Man, CTY is right now. He's like, why the hell did I not buy like a Blink Dagger or a Shadow Blade or something? He's got this Midas, and
he's trying to fight with
that fight. He didn't land 1 pounce. They didn't get any return kills. Yeah, they got the Undying, but I mean, they lost Lena and they lost the Dazzle. That's not the best situation. There's the A.
Yeah, Midas done.
Really good defense there by Mineski. Good pathing that Jesse Vash chose to take. If he would have gotten caught closer to the tier 2 tower, that would have been completely different. Lena just died randomly. The call down. She just
bottom
respawned.
lane. Yeah, the Cuckoo and Raya went in as she returns to lane.
Okay. And that should be the tier 1 tower unless they end up defending against us. It was really good that the Undying ran left though. Oh, Cuckoo might die. I like the TP. Yeah, he's gonna be fine. Not enough Nether Toxin.
See Slardar starting to build on that force now. Got the Staff of Wizardry. Still, it is EHOME with that grasp on the game in terms of the fact they got the 2 top net worths, but in terms of kind of being at a peak, I certainly feel like, as you were saying, Mineski, with the tools that they've got, they are at a really good time to fight at this point.
Yeah, they're really happy. As soon as the Slar got Blink Dagger, they can basically leverage all of their AA. And the Blink on the TA came out a similar time. If he gets a Deso as well, relatively soon, EHOME is just going to start getting blown up. Even the Viper, I think, is going to be at a real threat. The only scary part is if they do initiate on a Viper, TA is going to get Corrosive Skin, and then your Refraction's gone, and then you fear the counter engage, basically. He's got 1 Mithril Hammer in the bank. Just got to get a little bit over 1 more, and then Mineski's looking real strong for the next 10 minutes.
Old Chicken just pressuring this bottom lane. Just trying to finish with the Asher. There's your Blink Dagger now completed here for the Slark. So he's going to have a bit of a better chance in these future team fights, jumping around, trying to find the pickoffs and the cleanup.
Penguin, did you see that?
Yeah, it's the ice shots.
I had no idea that was a
Purge,
penguin.
where have you been?
I've been trying to figure out what that was for 16 minutes and 40 seconds, dude.
It's a penguin, Purge.
I see it now.
Come on.
So Viper's pretty tanky here, but again, Mineski has the counters. AA and Slar ulti. TA's not a slouch either here. They could initiate aggressively. Oh, there is a blink on Slark now. This is where things get scary.
Yeah, he just picked this one up. Yeah. And they've got to pick the fights at the right time, because they've got to be aware of the weave as well. There's no point jumping in when the weave's already started to tick up.
Yeah, that actually helped a lot at the end of the last fight. They did almost no damage. Good
I like
warding,
this though.
Good counter warding.
And a good smoke from Mineski, and they're going to go towards Roche.
Well, they saw that. I guess they saw them in the river killing wards, so it's pretty clear that they're in that area. Yeah, will they get there in time? They've got.
I think
like,
they will. I mean, the
seconds.
damage isn't that great here on EHOME.
Yeah, not at all. Who will they go on though? Oh, will they see Lanham? They see Lanham. That'd be a great
the crush! Yeah, gets hold 11 as well. There's your cooldown. The front with the Meltree, but the Tusk Snowball comes down in time. Lanham will still fall. He's the first to go down. Tusk comes across it, but they should still be able to find him. They do double kill for Raging Potato. And now Ulchica just melting. There's a Shallow Grave out just in time. But they've already lost 2 on EHOME. They're trying to turn it around here. They've brought back here on the Tusk, but it's a triple kill for Raging Potato. And he's looking for more potentially. Old 11 and CTY just on the sidelines. There was the buyback here of this Tusk.
Oh, Templar's gotta be careful.
He's going to go in with a Mail Strike, and now moving forward, that is a
my
die
God.
back on the Tusk. It's an Ultra Kill. Oh my goodness, is he going to get more? There's an Amplifier on
Blink at
CTY.
three.
He's chasing it down. He has got the Dark Pack, trying to escape here. They're holding onto the Crush. Ryan's chasing it around here. We should be able to find it. CTY with the Juke,
great juke.
but he's Juke straight into Raging Potato. Can he get himself the kill? There's the meld hit. Ice Blast flies through. CTY will be able to bounce
Not
away, but the
done
slow is
yet.
there for the trap. And there we go. 1, 2 against it. It's not going to be a Rampage. A little bit too late there, but he might find more nonetheless. No, it's just wall at him. There's a Mailed Strike. Ryan's moving forward. He's got the blink available, and he should be able to use it. There we go. Jump straight in with the Crush. Another
Oh my
hero
God.
down on EHOME. What
What
a
a
fight
fight,
for
dude.
Mineski.
That was, I mean, they got kind of lucky because there just happened to be a Tusk there. Like, Lanham saw it coming,
My
he
God.
juked to the left. If they didn't blow up the Tusk with that initiation, though, it would have gone far worse. But they got a little piece of luck and a good power curve and good positioning, and they got a kill. And it just snowballed the rest of the fight. You can't lose the Tusk right at the start of that.
That was insane.
Is under attack.
And once,
Really nice play.
once Tusk was dead, then it was just run over the Lina. And then
And
once the
Tusk
Lina's dead
died
as well.
twice. He fought back and died.
Seriously?
Yes.
Ugh. He's so far from a mech. Doesn't matter that much. Just a little, I think. But not good for him.
Well,
to
they've got the
die.
mech on the Viper, haven't they? So, I mean, I guess he's
Oh.
trying to save up for the blink.
Dire's top
He's
tower
got a
is under
buckler.
attack.
Oh,
I mean, you could
buckle up, boys.
you could in some ways justify. I think they weren't communicating. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I thought maybe it'd be a Vanguard, and in that sense, the armor's kind of Vanguard and a Crimson Guard is what I meant.
Yeah, Crimson,
And
yeah.
then you went Buckler first because it gives you armor versus the raw HP. Like, basically, the armor is gonna be better than the Vanguard would be, and it's a lot cheaper. So maybe he's going Crimson Guard, but I've never seen a Tusk Crimson Guard, and it's a decent game for it, honestly. Stops zombie. I don't know if it stops zombie hits, but should damage block flat cannon, right clicks from Slar.
Kind of like this from EHOME. They go back to the pit after what was pretty much the worst fight of the game and say, it's alright guys, we can still find the Roshan. I think this is kind of, they played around Mineski here, because Mineski just don't expect this.
Yeah, that is actually pretty cheeky to say something from your people.
Cheeky.
I never said that word otherwise.
Do you not? Isn't it like
Not
is it not American state?
Once. What?
Cheeky.
A state?
A state.
Like a United States state?
Like north of Hawaii.
Like a place people live? No.
Do you know your American states, Purge?
Am I missing something? North of
What?
Hawaii?
Yeah, cheeky. You not heard of cheeky?
No.
Ah, just
North of
next to
Hawaii.
Nando's.
I've been Nando's.
Oh, there we go.
Great
You must have
restaurant.
missed cheeky on the way down.
Okay, am I gonna? Did I just get flamed? I don't.
Flame? How's
I
that
don't-
flaming you?
I have no idea what you're talking
If I wanted to
about.
flame you, I'd just call you an idiot, Kevin.
That's way too simple.
Okay. I'm a
Great
single
A ult
man.
hits 3.
Dire's middle tower is under
Nothing
attack.
new on Slark, just the Blink Dagger and the Midas.
How's our AA doing on the Aghanims progress?
Got a point booster
Radiant's
and
top
some
tower
stuff
is
flying out. It's an Ogre Club, so
Dire's
he's
bottom
close.
tower is under attack.
That snipe on Slark helps so much.
I really did. It gave me the kickstart, and there's a tower down on the bottom.
Has fallen.
We'll get the blink out. 20 damage connects onto him. I mean, CTY is saving up the gold now. After the blink dagger, what does he need to get? Does he have to stat up, get himself a Skadi? Does he need a
Yeah.
BKB? What's the plan here for the slot?
You could justify a BKB a little bit because he doesn't have to worry as much about being stunned, but the BKB does almost nothing versus TA. If amp damage is kind of irrelevant because he will be dark pacting it off, but I think the Scotty is going to be the way to go for sure.
And what's
Maybe.
he's brought something. What's that coming out? It's the Yasha.
Okay.
So
it's
SMY sticking
I
back
guess.
to?
Okay, it's like a mini Scotty. I think it's a good idea actually. He's having trouble catching people. Could get some Maim. I think Maim will be useful here. Drops a Ring of Aquila for that one.
Oh, the fact that, yeah, this BKB on this TA. She's just going to be literally unstoppable moving through these fights at the point.
Yeah, he's in mad potato mode basically.
Mad potato. Wouldn't Mad be a bit of a step down from Raging?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Definitely would.
Well, CTY.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, he's going to go on the TA
Got
here.
BKB. Did he even check his item?
This is really deep here.
Okay, he took a lot of damage.
And there's a snowball that's going to be even deeper, but the BKB's popped. They just turn on to old 11. That was an incredibly deep
Ult
dive.
chicken
And
now.
they're looking for more. Straight onto the Viper. The Ice Blast is going to be there, but it doesn't even matter. Aegis will be popped. And this was some real aggression from EHOME, and I think they're going to get punished for it. Crush onto Lanham, CTY still trying to fight, but there's the cooldown, and it's going to be huge from Gugu. Onto 4, and he moves forward. There's 2 now on EHOME. You should make that 3, because Lanham's going to fall as well. CTY just trying to get himself the hell out of there. Dazzle graved himself and TP'd out. But in a moment,
the damage.
Oh, double kill for Io.
Oh my god, they're gonna do it.
Oh, why did they fight there, Purge? Why did they fight?
He saw Templar Assassin, he thought like I don't think he's got BKB yet. It's 23 minutes. It's a really fast BKB. There's no way he checked his items. I mean, there's the possibility that EHOME said, we've got Aegis, we've got the team fight advantage, we've got to force a fight. And they're stressed, man. You lost game 1. You could get knocked out by this team that everybody thought was going to do bad.
This is insane.
And boom. They go on the guy that has BKB. Great patience from Raging Potato. He didn't pop it instantly. He saved it.
And
it guaranteed the Tusk kill. Tusk didn't check it either. It was really good for Mineski there. Again, they pick off a hero right at the start, and EHOME overdives. And then you've got a Viper versus a Deso and an amp damage. Can't do anything. And bam, easy win for Mineski there.
And nice. It's not the biggest of swing rounds, but it's a substantial one. Mineski really getting control of this game. The TA getting out of control. I mean, how much money's the TA got now on top of the BKB? So 1100. So starting to look towards a next item.
It's not a stupid amount of money, but it's real good.
Yeah.
And you could justify something like, I don't know, Crystallis or something. Do you even need it?
I want to see more damage.
You already 2-shot Tusk, and that's a hero that even got a buckler. He's got 13 armor here, and he's just dying like nothing.
I mean, I think the impressive thing really is the fact that EHOME, their 2 cores were at the top of the network for pretty much the first 15 minutes, and now their TA for Mineski is 3k ahead of the Slark, and this is a Slark that's had Midas since the 9-minute mark. You know what I mean? And he's outdoing him in terms of net worth value.
But he just did nothing in those first couple fights.
Yeah.
He's honestly, I hate to say it because I think CTY is a great player, he just didn't play Slark well. It seemed like a hero that he wasn't comfortable with. He missed a bunch of pounces. In his defense, there wasn't much setup on EHOME. It's basically Lina landing a stun or maybe a Tusk snowball into a Slark setup, for example. There's not a lot of lead up for him, and maybe that was part of the issue. But those first couple fights, he just accomplished nothing, and because of that, he was only getting gold from his farm, and his farm has been okay. But to really get the gold flowing, you got to get kills and farm.
And there's an axe on your AA now. 25 minutes in.
That's a Slark counter right there. Yeah. In a lot of games, I say that Eggs rush on A is a little overkill. But against the Slark, it's great because he gets a lot of value from going invisible, regenning, weaving in and out of team fights. He doesn't get that anymore as long as this Ice Blast lands.
Also, another big notable pickup. Oh,
that was 2 hits.
Oh my goodness.
That was vision from a trap, I believe, actually.
Yeah,
they didn't even have a ward
they'd already
there,
dewarded the ward. Yeah.
Nothing lost there. A lot of times you put a ward down there, you're like, okay, well, I'll get a kill, but I know it's going to get dewarded now, because my opponents aren't idiots. Well, that one might even waste him a sentry.
Yeah. EKB's nearly done on Slaughter.
Oh my god.
Yeah. TA, so he picked up the Hyperstone. Did he just get something sent out as well? I think it was just a TP. So he's just got the Hyperstone at the moment.
He hasn't even died yet, Slardar, by the way. Great game.
Yeah.
A lot of Slardars maybe have some issues with surviving. Been seeing a lot of deaths, but you get a BKB, you are in a happy place as Slar. Only thing that he's missing is attack speed, basically.
He's got a double damage.
And a smoke.
And they've got a nice... If anyone comes up by the secret shop...
I would like to see him kill 4 people by himself. I would enjoy that.
You crazy.
Oh. He put the trap down. Oh, that's his observer. They'll see him?
Yeah.
He's not going on CTY. He'll go on the back lane.
Okay.
This is great.
Watch him.
He's going to one-shot this guy.
No.
Nope.
Okay. There's your Ice Blast. Ice Blast! To 3, and here we go! Yeah, they work themselves out, CTY. Strap slow.
Old chicken. He's so slow, he's flying. How does that even matter? Get out of there, man.
He's trying to get out. Oh, the blink forward. They delete 1. They're going to delete 2. Double kill here for Raging Potato. The damage is too much. They'll take down the tier 2 as well.
And the best part was that the other heroes were like at 20% because of the Ice Blast. They couldn't even back them up. In a normal fight, back off, heal up. No, it's over, basically. If you hit somebody with this, they're out of the fight for 17 seconds.
And they're going to buy back on the Tusk. They realize they need to hold their ground here. Weave gets laid down. So Mineski will start to lose the armor. But Raging Potato still standing strong here on the high ground, pushing onto the tier 3, and look at this tower just melt. And there we go, the aggression straight in, looking for 11. He will get shallow grade up, he's going to be fine. And there's just shards forward, the Ice Blast flies through. It's going to connect to the back of CTY, so now CTY's got to be careful. Laguna Blade is not enough to kill Slaughter, and he's angry. He wants more. Fox the BKB comes in with the crush on Lanham. Lanham's going to go down. The rest of falls back to base. CTY, he might even just die here. The shallow grade will buy him time, and it's GG.
Oh, that's it.
It's GG. Mineski did it. Mineski take down EHOME 2-0.
And they just
What
shredded
a
their way
performance!
into the winner bracket.
Oh my god!
Did anybody expect that?
I don't think they did, Purge.
Man, people that bet on that game are going to be real happy.
Yeah, they are. Mineski. I don't think people will be doubting these guys again anytime soon.